Listening 1.3.
And Emily and Alex are here with me. Emily, what kind of questions did you ask?
Well, the organizers of the event suggested a list of topics, sort of pre-prepared questions, but I thought that they were very, artificial, strange. So I asked fairly common questions like, why did you come tonight? Or, have you tried speed dating before? Or, what do you like doing in your free time? I found that the conversation ran more smoothly when I asked people these kinds of everyday questions.
How about you, Alex?
Yes, same as Emily, really. I also ask typical questions like, what do you do? Have you ever done this before? Do you enjoy living in this city? Things like that.
Did other people ask you interesting questions?
Yeah, some were pretty interesting. The ones I can remember are, if you were an animal, what would you be? Or, if you had to choose a different career from the one you have now, what would it be? One woman even said, I heard that you were in prison once. Is that true? I don't know where she got that from.
Well, and you, Emily, were you asked anything unusual?
Not really. The most common question was, where are you from? The second most common was, why do you live in this city? Although one person did ask me, if you could be invisible for a day, what would you do?
How did you answer that?
I said I'd go to work and play tricks on my coworkers in the office, like hiding things.
How many matches did you get?
I chose 6 men that I thought I would like to see again. And of those 6, 4 of them chose me too. So I got 4 matches.
I got 3.
Did you go out with any of the people?
Yes. I went on one date with a guy who teaches at a university. It was kind of a disaster, though, because earlier that morning I'd been to the dentist and I'd had an injection. So by the time that we met for coffee, I had a terrible toothache and I was in agony. I had to go home after half an hour. We've exchanged a few emails since then, but we haven't managed to meet. We're both very busy. Also, to be honest, I don't think he's really my type. He seems to be really anxious to get married and have children right away, and I'm not.
What about the other 3 matches?
The second man contacted me right after the event and invited me to dinner. But then he sent me a text message the next day and canceled. He said that he had met someone else. The other 2 have been in touch, but we haven't been able to meet yet. But, in fact, I've decided that, for now, I'm actually happy being single. So I don't think I'll be speed dating again anytime soon.
How about you, Alex?
I emailed one of the matches, a woman I really liked, and we met in a cafe. At the speed dating event, she seemed really bubbly and fun. But after spending a few minutes with her at the cafe, I realized that we had nothing in common. The atmosphere was awful, and it became very awkward. I think she felt the same way. So we just finished our coffees and left. We didn't contact each other again. Then I arranged to meet another one of my matches. We really got along well at the speed dating, so I was excited about meeting her. Unfortunately, that morning, I found out that I'd lost my job, and I was really worried that I wouldn't make a good impression. After all, I was feeling really unhappy about my work situation. But Susanna made me forget everything in no time, and we had a great evening. Then we got together the next day and went for a long walk. And well, to make a long story short, 6 months later, I proposed. And 2 months ago, we got married.
Oh. So it was a real success story for you then?
Absolutely.